In today's video, I'm sharing how you can remain elegant, poised, and unbothered this holiday season. Hello everyone, Jennifer here, and welcome back to the Daily Connoisseur. So I am the author of Polish Your Poise with Madame Chic, and I believe that elegant people are able to maintain their poise, their calm, their composure, and remain unbothered, especially during stressful times. So we're going to talk about that in today's video because the holiday season is a time that, while it's a wonderful and exciting time, it can also be very stressful. So I'm going to give you my 5 tips for remaining unbothered during the holiday season today. I'd like to thank the Chic Society channel memberships for supporting the Daily Connoisseur. Make sure you stick around until the end of the video because I'm going to tell you more about them and the wonderful program that we have here. Okay, let's jump into the very first tip, which is to focus on your breathing. I always bring up breathing in these unbothered videos that I do because it's one of the most important things. Your breath is an indicator of where you are with your stress levels. I often find myself throughout the day when I'm stressed having really shallow breath. And whenever I notice it, I stop everything and I take some deep breaths or I do a breathing exercise. And the more I do this, the more my breath is naturally deep and expansive throughout the day. So I really recommend that you become aware of your breath and your breathing because it's going to help you to remain poised and elegant. And I had a reader recently leave me a comment on one of the videos where she said, Jennifer, can you please talk about posture and how I seem to have pretty good posture a lot of the time? I wrote back to her and I said, focus on your breath because your breath work will improve your posture. It's kind of impossible to slouch and have really deep, expansive breathing at the same time. So they really do go hand in hand. I'm so excited because my wonderful friend, Dr. Chloe Carmichael, author of Nervous Energy, has another breathwork exercise for us here today. So Dr. Chloe, over to you.
Hello, Daily Connoisseur community. It is great to be with you again. Dr. Chloe Carmichael here, clinical psychologist and author of Nervous Energy, Harness the Power of Your Anxiety. I'm here to share with you today one of my favorite breathing techniques. It's called the breath of joy. It is invigorating and, as the name implies, it brings joy. Let's get started. So the breath of joy consists of a double inhalation and then a single powerful exhalation. So it goes inhale, continue inhaling, and exhale. It's almost like you're pulling energy down from the sky at that last one. So this is what it looks like if you want to try it together. Let's try it together one more time. And I like to do them 3 in a row. So I go You can do the whole thing sitting down, or you can even stand up. Do you feel more joyous? I certainly do. Thanks so much for practicing the breath of joy with me, Dr. Chloe Carmichael, wishing a joyous holiday season to you and the entire Daily Connoisseur community. Thank you so much for your support. It's wonderful to share with you.
Okay, I just feel so much better already after doing that exercise. Thank you so much, Dr. Chloe, and I hope you all check out her wonderful book, Nervous Energy, Harness the Power of Your Anxiety. Okay, tip number 2 is to take regular breaks. This time of year, especially, the to-do list seems to never end, and it actually doesn't end. So each day, in addition to our usual responsibilities, like our chores, our work, our other commitments, we have a lot of holiday commitments on top of that. So you probably have more field trips with your kids, maybe more holiday parties, or you're hosting things. So your to-do list is extra packed this year. I want you to remember to take regular breaks. Have tea time for yourself every day, like I do, no matter what, okay? Schedule it in, make it a priority, if that's something that, really works for you. Or take time to go outside in nature at regular intervals. I'm a big fan of using my planner to time block and schedule my day, and I always plan in breaks. So I will plan to sit down and read my pen pal letters or to go outside and get some sunshine on my face to take a regular tea time break. So no matter how stressed and packed your schedule is, if you take time for yourself to reflect, to be calm, cultivate that inner peace, you will be able to remain unbothered when situations get stressful, because it's going to give you a chance to recharge your battery. Tip number 3 on how to remain elegant, poised, and unbothered during the holiday season is to not be afraid to say no. It's so tempting this time of year to do everything because we're invited to so many things. There are so many field trips and parties and just different events that we can go to, or maybe you are volunteering a lot or helping your children's school or your church or your organization. All of that is great. However, if you're doing too much, don't be afraid to say no. So this year I've been really selective about the field trips we do and about the parties that we commit to, because I don't want to be overly stressed and just stretched out on my calendar. It's good to put up boundaries and say no, even if you don't have any conflicting plans. So it's perfectly okay to turn down an event and then go home and just read a book and go to bed early, okay? Don't feel guilty about that. I just know that in our modern culture, we are so go, go, go that so many of us don't take time for ourselves. And again, this kind of is in line with the last tip, that sometimes saying no is a form of self-care. Tip number 4 is to not get involved in drama, especially family drama. So if tensions are high, and I think the day that you're seeing this was the day after Thanksgiving, so maybe I should have put this out a few days earlier. But the point is that if there are any stressors or tensions or problems in your family or your friend group or at work, try to stay out of it, okay? And this is challenging, especially if it's like a family drama. You're all getting together for the holidays and people have different political opinions, or maybe there's a conflict within the family or something like that. A lot of people write to me about these things. And so I think that it's very prevalent. So my advice is to look at it like William Shakespeare wrote about, where he said, all the world is a stage and all the men and women are merely players. I spoke about this recently in the self-confidence video. If you can step back and look at any drama in your life as if it's on the stage, as if everybody is a player, if you can observe it from a distance, that might help you not get so involved in it. So whenever there is a conflict or chaos or drama going on, my default is to go to silence and observation. And I just do not jump right in and get involved. Okay, so I think that it's really good advice where you just sit back and just observe and don't get involved, like don't get heated and emotional, and revert back to your breath work if a stressful situation arises. And tip number 5, I want you to remember the heart of the holiday that you're celebrating. So yesterday in America, the day that you're seeing this, we celebrated Thanksgiving. What's the heart of Thanksgiving? The heart of Thanksgiving is to get together, to be thankful, to give thanks for the blessings we have in our lives. And when you just boil it down to that, it can take out the stress. Is my house good enough? Do I have enough napkin rings? Are these two family members going to get along? All of that, it just kind of melts away when you think about the true reason of the holiday. We recently had my dad's memorial service, the celebration of life after he passed away. And leading up to it, I did have a lot of anxiety. I was nervous about speaking. I didn't want to do the ugly cry in front of all these people. I was nervous about seeing people that I hadn't seen for decades. And, I'm an introvert, so talking to people a lot. I was nervous about a lot of things. And the morning of, I just sat in prayer and meditation, and I thought, you know what? What I got from that session of being quiet with God was that, what is the point of my dad's memorial? The point is to celebrate his life and remember him, and everything else doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if I do the ugly cry, which I think I did when I was speaking. Okay, none of it matters when you think about the point of it. So as we head into Christmas and all the other holidays that everyone celebrates this time of year, we think about the point of the holiday, right? In For Christians, when we celebrate Christmas, it's to celebrate the birth of Christ and all that means for us. So it's like everything else just goes by the wayside. It's not important anymore when you think about that, and it puts things into perspective. And now I'd like to share the Chic Society channel memberships with you. This is my private membership group here on YouTube. It's like Patreon, but it's on YouTube. And membership is only $1.99 a month. I also have upper tiers, and you're seeing them here. They get a mention in one video a month. And I'm so grateful for the support in the Chic Society because they help me bring these videos to you. I do one podcast every Friday where a lot of the times we talk about these things because it's just helpful to talk to each other. And we also do live Zoom calls together. We have a pen pal program. We have so much fun. So I hope you'll consider supporting the Daily Connoisseur and joining the Chic Society. And right now, I would like to share the Elegant Connoisseurs with you. They are the top tier in the Chic Society.
The Tuscany Writing Retreat with Alan Watt from the LA Writers Lab.
Jenny Williams from Carrot Top Paper Shop. Elaine Brisebois, certified nutritionist and women's weight loss coach. Ashley Buffa, Freedom Mom's Smart Kids Chore System. Guy Blaze, author of Love Like the French, a guide to better romance and relationships. Dr. Kate Philbin, transpersonal psychologist and professionally certified life and executive coach. Carrie Van Hooser, author of 'Tis the Season for Poetry. Louise Bromhead, psychologist, author of Illness Recovery Well-Being, Macondo Forever, Woven Placemats. Teresa Maples from Self-Care Routine Cards. Ellen Scottish Shortbread. Sturm Brothers Custom Design and Fine Jewelry. Studio Duquesa Fine Art Branding and Stationery. And thank you to the following: Catherine Ray, Anne-Marie Ramsey, Ashley Diaz, Jenny Candelaria, Jet Raleigh Heron, Gina K. Henry, Juliette Keeler-Lebien, Karen Lynn Interior Design, Linda Eckloff, Maria Condor, and Moonshadow Welsh Ponies.
Thank you so much. I hope that you enjoyed today's video. I can't wait to share my Christmas videos with you this year. My editor, Evan Gallagher, has been helping us film them, and they are stellar. So I can't wait. As we head into this holiday season, I am wishing you elegance, peace, poise, and unbothered days ahead of you. Let's all keep calm and remain classy together. Thank you so much for joining me here on the Daily Connoisseur, and I will see you in my next video. Goodbye.